I want you to explain this who's who at the zoo. That's a part of your in one of your chapters.
I have to say that with that chapter title, we have a lot of clients who are just really clever and really funny. And one of our clients made that line, said that line for something, and I was like, "That's our chapter title." Yeah. But so is the subtitle of our book. But anyway, who's who at the zoo is basically, I mean, it's not as exciting as it sounds. It's basically who is who in the court system. Like, what's a guardian ad litem? What's an attorney for the child? What's a minors counsel? Who else?
Who are parenting coordinators and custody evaluators and court referees?
Yeah,
and
family relations. What's a mediator? It's like a basic, like, who are the people in this crazy circus of family court?
It's the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all the participants, all the players in the play
right.
that get brought in. Again, I learned, words, that I wish I never learned from going to court so much. I mean, just things that now, thankfully, I'm starting to forget them again. But, just things that I really wish I didn't get that educated on it, but I didn't have a choice. I got thrown into that arena and it was sink or swim. I was all alone, with an attorney. And again, you're only with that attorney while you're paying that attorney, and that's it. I mean, they love you until the check's cut, and then that's it, unfortunately. They'll stick up for you, but for a price. And that's business.
Yeah, can I say something about that, Peter?
Yeah.
So part of, like, a big part of what we do is people are so alone in this process, and they're terrified and they're overwhelmed. And so Chris and I work with a lot of attorneys and clients and therapists because we feel like anyone going through a situation like this, especially a high conflict divorce or separation or post-separation abuse, they really need a team. So it shouldn't just be you and your attorney. It should be, because your attorney's job is just to translate your case into the law. So we often describe it as though a client is the top of a table, and they need as many legs as possible to be as stable as possible. So one leg is friends and family. They love you, but they'll say things like, why didn't you just leave sooner? Or why didn't the judge just do that? And that's frustrating. The lawyer's job, like I said, is to translate the case into the law. A therapist helps you heal. A lot of people really need therapy to get to deal with the trauma of what they're experiencing. And then the last leg is someone, well, not the last, because often there's a financial person too, but someone like Chris and I, high conflict divorce coaches, we really understand the family court system. So we can fill in where, like, lawyers have said you guys are like conduits between family court and lawyers. So someone who's going through it is so scared, and they're just like, what does this mean and why? Instead of paying the lawyer so much money, we kind of, again, we're like the cement in between that can say, this is what this means. This is why the lawyer's doing what they're doing. We can offer support and strategies, but we're less expensive than attorneys.